Thank you. CN, CN, how are you? CN, how are you? Well, I'm so excited that this month topics is nothing to do with my English. It's more to do with one of your compulsory subject, that is chemistry, physics, and biology. Just before we start on this lesson, I would like to ask all of you, which is your favorite top subject? Those of you who are do triple science pure, okay, fair enough. Those of you who have do double pure science, fair enough. Those who do combined science, fair enough, whatever. Do you all like chemistry now, Loli? 哎呀，晴子呢？Average 啊。星野，宝贝，怎么样？星野 ，You like chemistry? Yes.
Yes.
I got students, yeah, thank you. I got students, they say, no, chemistry is pretty hard to learn. What about physics? So. What about biology? Well, your favorite Dr. Hazel like biology. I told you, right?
I just had my bio Olympiad today. It was like damn hard, by the way.
Or put water, make it soft lah.
It's damn
Very
hard,
hard.
bro. Like nothing I studied came out or something. Like I looked through the A-level thing, nothing came out. It's like damn hard, bro.
You think every time what you study will come out in exam, meh? Anyway, don't worry. Your questions, your answer is going to link to this one. Whatever you study may or may not come out, but it's definitely useful for your long-term career path. Okay, doesn't mean you don't study. Rephrase. Doesn't mean you studied, it didn't or it don't come out in the exam means it's hopeless. Nothing is hopeless. Whatever you have learned will definitely help you. So this month we are talking about science and technology. Let me tell my boss that who is not in yet. Zhonghen is not in. Qinghan, if you are watching the video, I know you are having exam tomorrow. Oh, 还有 antenna，对哦，我忘记它，拍谁，哎呀。If you're watching this video, Tian, all the best to your geography and what subject you're having exam. Let me check it out first. I can't remember what exam you have. You have both physics and geography exam. Okay. Well, welcome. So this month we are talking about science and technology. Last month we talked about language and literatures. They are like twins. They need one another. Oh, Zhonghen is in. Well done. Okay, wait for Qing'an to come in now. Zhonghen, sorry. Good evening, Zhonghen and Antenna. So this one, science and technology, how can it involve the advance of internet? And this is a topic that will link to the IP essay question. Guys, I say we are now doing a lot of IP questions essay. So let's move on to today's topics and for this month topics. Okay, we're going to learn a lot of vocab words here. And okay, so a quick one. If you ask me, guys, whether Uncle Raymond likes chemistry, physics, or biology, I never liked physics in my life. Okay, I love bio and chemistry. Okay, so how can this topic links to your comprehension passage, your editing, so whatever it is? So to prove you that it works, to prove you that it helps, to prove you that you motivate you to learn better. Okay. So, okay, let's move on. Okay, so science and technology. So how can we apply this science and technology? We're using the ISREC. So ISREC means that you imply, supply, apply, reply, rely, and comply to what you're going to learn for this whole entire 1.5 hours. So let's talk about what is the definitions of science. Who else? As usual, we always start off with Zhonghan.
Yes.
Do you mind kindly read to the entire class, please? Thank you. God bless you.
The systematic study of structure and behavior of the physical and natural world through observation, experimentation, and the testing of theories against the evidence obtained themselves.
So you see science, chemistry got chemistry equation. I know gold, the periodical table is AU, right? Correct me, correct, AU. Then the what, iron is something else, right? I can't remember. Then mercury got another some periodical code. So physics, we know about velocity, speeds over time versus all these things. Newton law, the what they use the finger like that. What the diode? Remember? Do you all learn this? Your finger. What is this? What you call that? Zhonghen, what the diode? Every time that time. When I was
That is Fleming's left hand rule.
what physics one, right?
Yeah.
So that time I was doing my invigilations, was like I saw this guy was doing this. He said, "Hey, hello, what are you doing? Like it's like cheating or something. Very paiseh, really embarrassing." Then the other teacher is using physics. I'm sorry, I when I was doing secondary school, I don't have what this finger moving. Lucky he never point the wrong finger off. You know which finger we are talking about. So that is physics. And then bio, we know that we got digestive systems, circulatory systems, photosynthesis, all these theories. But how can this theory work to form a subject that we are using for hundreds or thousands of years till today, when all the famous scientists do it and make sure that our life are full of wonder? Knowledge of a system of knowledge covering general truth, or the operations of general laws, especially as obtained and tested through scientific method. We know that. That's why just now I started off. Okay, such knowledge or such a system of knowledge concerns with the physical world and its phenomena and natural science. Wait a minute, what I mean? There is that got science love, science of psychology, science of natural disaster, science of physics, science of chemistry, science of biology, science of technology, science of psychology, psychic, science of the natural phenomenon. Sorry, science of this unnatural phenomenon. 就是 sorry, when it comes to this, do you believe in ghosts? Do you believe in science of 风水呢？You get it now? 其实这个不用怕，不用怕。Do you believe in ghosts? Have you ever seen ghosts before in your life? 我本身我第一本书我写的时候是鬼故事The Eerie Ghost Story。当时我在写这个鬼故事的时候，I also feel very chilling and very, like going through my spine, where I wrote one of the story is 鬼门关, the Hungry Ghost Festivals. Wow. And then I wrote one is about this guy went to Egypt, the professor went to Egypt to took the ring, and whoever wear the ring, it become an evil spirit that comes in. So science of archaeology, science of astronomy. So science is a very wonderful subject. Why? You see, a department of systemized knowledge as an object of study. I want to link my story. I want to link my story to what I'm going to say for the next few sentences. Sometimes we say science of technology, science of sport, science of therapy, science of everything. So what is the actual meaning of science? I'm not sure your school teacher, hi Jiraiya, I'm not sure your school teacher tells you what the science, the component is, compromise of what, completions of what we need to know. Is this science going to be helpful or detrimental to our side? Now, is science is a bane, a boom, or advantageous or disadvantageous? Later, we're going to talk about this essay later on, right? So science is something such as a sport or technique that may be studied or learned like systemized knowledge. You see how it is done. Now, in the past, when the first time when cavemen knew about fire, that it's good to cook meat and eat, not eating the meat raw, but eating the meat, cook meat and feel good, their jaw and the muscle on the face start to reduce and make it not so bulky, not so puffy, not so tough. And slowly their facials start to learn to be more relaxed. So when they discover fire, they discover the science of weapons, science of hunting, all this, they have a periodical ends with scientific law. Ladies and gentlemen, we all know the bombing of atomic bomb of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. We know about recently the India and the Pakistan are fighting using the missile, nuclear missile, the Russian and Ukraine, Israel and Hamas, and different types of warfare. Now, when China discovered gunpowder, it was used to make firecracker. 对吗？中恒、星远、Jiraiya, Antenna, 秦志 and Hazel and 洛林. They never expect the gunpowder can be so freaking powerful and can kill people and start to make guns. And when they start to develop paper, they never expect to come out printing from computer papers and all these things. So you see, a system of method reconciling practical ends with scientific law, and it capitalizes the way how it works. How it works. For example, we all know that science is an art. We draw a piece of art, we appreciate it. We know that there are certain laws that we need to adhere to. We know that the periodical table, we know about the Newton law, and then we know about the E equal to mc squared for Albert Einstein. And all this, we may not use it, but with these formulas and scientific laws and equations, they kind of help human beings to develop a sense of something that we call innovations, or something that we call that we want to improve our life better, and it's called a paradigm shift. I always like to use the word paradigm shift. A shifting from an old technology, old school of things to a new school of things. Science of fashions. Oh, I hate to come to this topic because I told you I'm a very conservative person. I don't like to see people wear the clothes like really seriously. I don't know what's wrong with the society nowadays. Maybe it's the school of thoughts are different. You see, the Christian science and the Islamic world, the Buddhism world, the science is we're talking about the knowledge, you see, to feel good about religions. It's not to be against it. Now, every religions have their scientific background behind. Like Moses, they took the tablets, the God carved up the 10 commandments on the stone. Can you imagine that time if there's technology, they'll be using iPad? Moses will be using iPad to show to the world, Hazel. Moses will not complain to, if Moses were to take time machine and come to this way and say, bloody hell, God, ask me to carry 2 big stone to come down from the mountain and carry. Why don't you give me an iPad? It will be easier. Or why not you WhatsApp me and send to the rest of my followers? You see, we always start with something that is so tough and makes life better. Now you see, take for example your iPhone watch. Hey, Rolling, I just bought a watch for myself for my birthday for tomorrow. So the watch came on time today. So wow, you know, the watch can see WhatsApp, can see your heartbeat, right? Can walk how many, can all the things inside, can change the face of the watch, can change to Finding Nemo, everything. But imagine we bring this watch back to 1,000 years ago. They'll be looking at, wow, why I need an hourglass? Why do I need a sand dune? With all these, they come up, then slowly, surely, they developed what we have, the latest technology. So we cannot ignore and misunderstanding of this kind of knowledge. Whatever we have, I don't know, next time maybe we don't need to have a watch already. Now I heard from my son, they got this ring, a ring that will tell you your heartbeat, your blood pressure, and your time. Cool, right? So that is what is the definition of science. So what is science? So my good friend here, Albert Einstein, say this. See it. Your turn, see it.
Science is the pursuit and application knowledge and understanding of natural and social world for following a systematic methodology based on evidence.
So it's true, right? Science is all based on evidence. That's why, Noling, you say the science of unknown phenomenon, science of the what do you call there's a name for it. Science of magic. It's like science of ghosts, all these things. Because 你不相信这世上有鬼，因为 prove to me 啦 ，evidence。如果每个人都可以看到鬼啊 ，ghost 啊 ，then 会很怕的一件事啊。Right, science of religions. Once you know there's a religion, you know there will be spirits. So look at the next one. See it. Second paragraph, please.
It is the set of techniques, methods, and laws that are used or were used to achieve knowledge.
So we know that why there is rain, why there is a water cycle. We know that there's solid, liquid, and gases. We know that what goes up must come down, the law of Newton. And all this help us to do like to launch a rocket, to launch a missile, to shoot a bullet, and to have the kind of knowledge that we want to achieve to help mankind or to destroy mankind. Next paragraph, please.
Although the science is a set of propositions ordered and logically related to form a coherent system, this proposition must be accurate, not just ideas without foundation.
So you see, when all these Albert Einsteins, Thomas Edison's, Sir Isaac Newton's, all the famous scientists, researchers, or even those scientists behind the vaccine of this COVID-19, they have come into a way to propose that, must not only just be accurate, it must be a fact. It must be based on evidence, and of course, the most important thing, to save life. But sadly to say, what I told you, the gunpowder developed by or discovered by China, they are used for firecrackers, but end up people use this in the wrong hand, in the evil way. So when you're writing this kind of essay, not in O-level alone, in your future thesis or argument and debate, this is where I'm teaching you, because your aim is go to university and you have to make a thesis and rebuild and refute and rebut that. And also not only that, ladies and gentlemen, you also have to substantiate to say that, okay, why your point, to convince your professor, to convince the person who want to give you that degree, to convince that why this theory works, especially you're starting your master and your PhD degree, PhD, right? So let's move on. What else did our next famous scientist say? Our dear friends, Thomas Edison say that. So you can use teacher. So now you know why failures is important. For example, do you agree failures is important in our life? You can start off this. Many of life failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up. This is the best quote by Thomas Edison. To argue that failures is important in our life, it is part of the journey in our life. To taste success, the path to success is always obstacle of failures. Wow, this is where your hook, your starting of the atmosphere, your interesting sentence, your motivations phrases, and your suspensions of what you want to write for the next few paragraphs. So we start off with, I think some of you like to use that, like Zhonghen and Xingyuan and all this now. You always like to start off with favors to support your arguments, especially now in Sec4, and no more writing recount, discursive, and descriptive essay. You're now writing an AED, argumentative, expository, and descriptive or discursive essay. And this is where you're moving your path towards A-level and university. Of course, O-level, you guys will pass. It's just that I prepare you to beef up when you write this kind of essay. Your essay will be more powerful, will be much better than the rest of your classmates. Because you're taking exam in classmate, and the person will mark and say, wow, I like Qingzi essay. Wow, and then your essay is very creative. Wow, Jiraiya, your essay is very flowery, very good. Wow, Zhonghan, you use a lot of idioms. Wow, Xingyuan, wow, your structures of vocab very good. Wow, Lo Ling, you use idioms. Wow, Hazel, you done well. You use different types of method to write your essay. And it's very important, right? Because it's just like you go for a Michelin-star restaurant. You expect that kind of quality dishes. And why, when they do not only their presentations, the ambience, the environments, the waiter, the chef, everything from the moment you step into the restaurant to the moment you finish your meal with your loved ones and out to the restaurant, the whole entire process is where you want to convince that this is a restaurant that I want to come again. And this is the essay that I'm going to give high marks for these students. Same thing goes to science. Give me a minute. I better mute my. Okay. Okay, now let's look at this one here. I have not sent you the lesson plan. So from now, I will not send the lesson plan in advance. I want to create a surprise elements and something for you to look at it. Look at this. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this is not done by me. I did my research before I sent it. I choose a lot of this in the Google Classroom. No, Google website, not Classroom, sorry. So you realize chemistry is in the center. Like, okay, then you see bio is linked to chemistry. Obviously, bio, we are talking about chemistry, the medicine, right? Biology, of course, we know the 本草木，什么？本草纲目. That means the Chinese, we usually, the medicines are from herbs, from plants. Okay, and then we talk about physics. Now, physics got related to math. We know that. Then we got chemical physics. Yeah, we got astronomy. You realize astronomy also got the science of the universe. We got geochemistry, biology. Hey, guys, geology means geography. Can you please tell me, give me one good example? How can chemistry relate to geography? Okay, everyone, please. How can chemistry relate to geography? And how, through geography, there is a breakthrough in technology? Wow. 哎，你们读了4年，你不要跟我讲不知道啊。Hello， 各位宝贝，来，我们 start with Hazel first. Give me, you may not do geography, but your set 1, set 2 got geography, right? So can you tell me, give me an example how geography can help in chemistry or vice versa? Or thinking, everyone
Because
thinking,
it's like the chemistry of the earth one.
okay,
Yeah, like the earth got the chemical compositions.
okay.
Like the
I didn't say your
crust
answer
and
is correct or wrong, because to be fair, I don't want to say, oh, it's wrong. Then people use it as, okay, I'll just say, okay. I just say, okay, What else, my dear?
oh,
没有啦。
so it's just like it's like it's like, for example, the earth got many layers, right? Then like then
Okay, so sorry, I pause for a while. So 你讲 Earth got many layers. So imagine your son and daughter ask you, Mommy, so this Earth got many layers. What got to do with chemistry and physics, Mommy? Or even
because
bio?
I don't know, I don't think Joe is like okay.
You are not going to
I
answer your
put
children like that. No, I'm sorry, my dear children. Mommy don't take job. Then your
why
children,
my mom always say like that one. It's like, oh my god,
that
you
is
ask your
your
teacher lah,
mom.
don't come bother me.
That is your mom. You are 21st mom. And then 这种妈妈都有的。天下的妈妈都是一样的。Hello, Mother's Day coming out.
Then like I just say like the water can have acidic one or not lor. Then like with rising like greenhouse gases, then like a lot of like the seawater then got like the dissolved carbon dioxide. So the seawater is getting more and more acidic, and that's how you link it to chemistry lor.
Okay. I didn't say correct or wrong. Thank you. How about Zhonghen?
What?
How can chemistry relate to geography?
How, like in this map, right, there's like geochemistry. So like it's like I don't know how to explain, but like it's using chemistry to like
To geography.
explain like how to explain geography lah, basically.
That's all.
Like, yeah.
Okay, thank you. How about you, Jiraiya?
Like the atmosphere and the like those climate change.
Climate change, Okay. That's all?
Like chemistry, because like chemistry study all the different type of gases, so it will help with the atmosphere on it.
Okay, I didn't say you're correct or wrong. Thank you. That's all. How about you, Singer? How can geography relate to chemistry?
Because geography is like the study of Earth, like volcanoes, and then volcanoes produce sulfur dioxide, which cause acid rain, so it's related to chemistry.
Okay. Thank you. How about you, Qingzi?
I feel like it's more with the tectonics, because like there's a lot of substances present in the earth layers, and then chemistry can help analyze them to like know what is what. And one more thing is that the minerals and substances found by geography can also be like used as samples for chemistry.
All right. Thank you. How about antenna?
I feel like chemistry has like a direct impact on geology because
Geography.
yeah, because I feel like the sulfur dioxide or the oxides of nitrogen, they cause acid rain, which causes a change in geography lah. So yeah, I feel like chemistry has a direct link to geography.
All right. Thank you. How about Rolling?
I feel like in geography you study about like how like when trees take in carbon dioxide, then after that like it will decrease like the air temperature, because what we learn is like when they take in the carbon dioxide and carbon dioxide gas, they actually store heat inside. So basically you are lowering the air temperature. And then you can also say about like how respiration of the trees is like an exothermic reaction, which is also in chemistry. Yeah, and then to answer your second part about how like geography affects the technology, I think what is more of it is about tourism. Like what I've learned right now is like apparently like because social media actually like impacted like the ways of tourism. Like so social media has like rise interest in like other places in like different countries, which also like promotes like the country's tourism. So I think that's how like geography actually links to like technology in that sense of way. And like I also learned like transport technology has also like given rise to like new modes of travel. Yeah. Like new modes of aircraft that can travel faster and further.
Thank you. Thank you very much. In fact, all your answers are excellent. Well said. I like seeing you at that one volcano. You remind me of this volcano, the lava, right? Remember the lava? Do you know they're using the lava, that kind of things to do for facial? Do you know that? For facial, no, to make it nicer. You don't believe, you check it out with your mommy. Usually the mommy will know all the makeup. And true enough, was it Qingzi or Anthony was saying the minerals material. Do you know handphone? Part of it, there's some part of it is gold. Gold is under this word ORE quan, Mei quan. You realize that all like the coal, when the industrial revolution started, they used the coal, COAL 那个矿 to put in the 嘟嘟 train 火车那边 and start off the steam engine and to travel, right? So yes, I'm not sure whether your teachers share with you this one, chemistry and geography is related. No? So now you know, you realize that now you know why Ministry of Education put chemistry as one of the most important subjects. This chart will tell you everything, and this chart will tell you why it is so significant to our daily lifestyle. Why we are not talking about the rest, not important. We're not going to talk about astronomy, right? Only the asteroids and all these things, the bullshit things will come to the earth, all this, the dinosaur died millions of years. But we want to relate what you say, some of you, the Qingzi, Luo Ling, and then Hazel, Xingyuan, Jiraiya, and Zhongwen say that because of all these minerals, things inside, and then the atmosphere create the ozone layer, and then the carbon dioxide, the carbon footprints, all these one major important things. You all forgot to say, it will affect our health. You see, deforestations, global warming, it's got to do with chemistry, right? Because of acid rain, somebody mentioned about this. We're going to affect not only our health, our future generation health. You realize that nowadays you guys are really kind of sorry, I may be wrong. You can slap my face, but I realize these generations, you are kind of quite weak compared to our great-grandparents' time. Maybe they have lesser pollutions. And most of them, they are very physically fit because they really go to the ground, like, planting in the paddy fields, doing hard work. Most of the time physically. But nowadays, yeah, Uncle Raymond, we all got PE lesson, okay? We all got CCA, okay? Yes, but it still cannot compromise, cannot take over those our great grand ancestor who really go to the ground to touch the nature and to earn their living from the ground. Because at that time, technology is not flourishing. They are all using manual technology and manual science to do plantations, things like cultivations, agricultures, and irrigations. But with the latest technology, now we can do what do you call what is called bioponics farming. That means you can rear fishes inside a building. In China, they built a 22-story building just to feed the pigs with very good fertilizer, because they realize that this will take care of the pigs in a very nice natural environment. Okay, so guys, relate to this. I hope it gives you a sense of understanding why sometimes you have to ask the teacher why social study is compulsory. Why chemistry is compulsory. Why is the difference between pure science and combined science? Why can't have you one? You have to ask. You cannot just say to take it. You are 21st century students. It's not like my generation. When we start to ask questions, we'll get slapped. We get punished. And that's stupid, right? Guys, take note of this. You will love these quotients. As usual, I took this when I was in the toilet. Sorry. Qingzi. Are you ready? I'll read this. Please write down somewhere. I hope this is the first time those of you have seen this. The statements using emotion for motion to get your notion with actions suggest a ways to leverage emotion to guide actions and achieve a desired outcome. It implies that understanding and using emotions can help translate a concept, your notions, into tangible actions. This can be done by, for example, using strong emotion to fuel motivations and focus, and by carefully considering the emotion impacts of different action paths. Wow! 其实 very 毛夫哦。我跟你讲哦，他们全部听不到哦。这个后面这些哦，不是我写的嘞。你记住，这不是我写的，那个 AI 帮我写的。So guys, if you don't believe, you go and type this one. This one 是 Uncle Raymond 自己想出来的 ，OK? But then I want to find a proper rephrasing. So I type no. Straight away, the AI came out this entire thing for me. Wow, I'm so touched. Okay, what is the difference using emotion for motion to get your notion with actions? Very smooth, it kind of rhyme. And the things, remember, Luo Ling, Hazel, and Antenna, all of you, we talked about the mushroom theory, remember? The mushroom theory last month, right? This one sure can imply, apply, supply, reply, rely, and comply. Eyes right. Ready? Here go. Here's about more details about emotion as a driver. May I have the two of them when you start off with Antenna? Emotion as a driver. Back to you, Antenna.
Emotions can act as powerful motivators influencing our decisions and behaviors. For instance, feeling excited or motivated can lead to more initiative, while also feeling anxious might trigger us to avoid certain actions.
Carry on. Carry on.
Beyond.
Notion.
Notion here refers to an idea, concept, or understanding. It is what you're trying to achieve or bring to reality.
Okay, so sorry, by right, this one is supposed to be here first. Give me a minute, Sorry, Antenna, can you read this one again? Motion.
Motion represents the actual process of taking action or implementing your notion. It's the physical or mental movement towards your goal.
So let's take about your strongest subject. Guys, can we do this, the test on your own? You don't need to tell me which is your strongest subject. And you don't need to tell me which is the least strongest subject. That means if you got 8 subjects, let's take these and test and see is it helpful or not. Guys, ready? So my strongest subject is history. My weakest, I don't want to use negative, my not so strong subject is math. 不用讲的. So what is the emotion? Have you heard of Uncle Roger and Uncle Stephen say emotional damage, right? They might know the emotional. So when you have emotions, you must have the passion. So if you love that subject, you will spend your motion. That means you go in library, like go and research, you go and do your 10-year series, you go and ask questions, you go and dig out, you go and write notes, you do anything just to make sure that your emotion have the passion of this subject to be number one. And true enough, that subject you have to be number one. Hey guys, emotion or motions to notion and action. Please do not share this. Please do not share this. Thank you very much. Okay, so sorry. Just now our dear friends have read the notions. So may I have this who are yeah this is what Qingzhi. This one go. Up to you.
Notion here refers to an idea, concept, or understanding. It's what you are trying to achieve or bring into reality. Action as the result. Action is the concrete outcome or result of your efforts. It's the tangible manifestation of your notion. In essence, the phrase suggests that by understanding and harnessing the power of emotions, we can translate a mental concept into tangible actions and bring our ideas to life. This is what I think, feel, and experience about science, mathematics, and humanities subjects. Great leaders are using this for implementation, innovation, and influence.
No, you realize that Sir Isaac Newton was sitting under the tree. He was very emotional when the apple dropped on his head. Lucky it's not durian. I tell if it's durian, that's it. There's no Sir Isaac no Newton already. So when Sir Isaac Newton was sitting on the tree, the emotion drives me. Hey, what happened? Why this apple? How come the apple drop? And that's where they come out the Newton law of gravity. Sir Thomas Edison was very emotional to see that I want to see every household at night got light to help me. Okay, to help me to see that lights. So that's why you see every time when we got this emoji icon, a light bulb come up. You draw the passions. The next thing, wow, once you got the light bulb come up, your motion start to give yourself, hey, yeah, come, I got a great idea. Shall we go into actions? There you are. So when you're studying your math, if most of you like math, your emotion comes passion, because the moment you do your math, every time you got the correct answer, you feel very enthusiastic about. You're being enticed to do it. So you got ideas to come up a different methodology, to come up equations or formulas or your answer to do math. And what is the actions? The action is, wow, it manifests, wow, feel good. I got A1 for math. So emotions of motions to get your notions and actions is very true. Whatever you do, you start off with emotions. A lot of people do things through emotions. Now, a good marketing person sell products not because of their brands of Nikes or Adidas. You realize a lot of companies sell products through emotions. They sell by emotions. When we think of burger, we think of McDonald's. Oh, yeah. Just come in now. Guys, can I have the Zoom code for me? Can someone give to me what is the code? Can you
The
type and send to me?
password.
The code, yeah, code. Hey, yeah. Can you give everything to me? Can you send the what? The ID and the password. My nephew want to come in.
Okay.
Thanks, thanks. Send to the WhatsApp to me, so I can forward to her. I forgot to give him the password. I only give the social study. So you see, this one is the same thing, like Albert Einstein. How he come about this E equal to mc squared, right? It's the same thing, because he's very emotional about this thing, and then it start to come out different formula, and finally the idea come out E equal to mc squared. And guess what? Everyone until today, E equal to mc squared is none other than the result of actions by Albert Einstein. That is so damn cool. So I hope for the next couple of months. Oh, thank you. I didn't give them. Oh, you so bad. I really did not give them. Who else I didn't give? Okay. All right. Let's look at this one. This pyramids. Okay, so you look at this one here. Very simple one. So first of all, we have the emotion as a driver. We remember the Maslow theory, right? you must have the very basic needs. The emotion is where, so when the basic needs, what? You need house, education, food, right? So you see, when a hungry man is an angry man, you want to have to fulfill your stomach. So same thing. How can we use this for your comprehension and summary passage? So when we want to summarize an 80-word summary, what is your emotions about? You will think that, okay, we're going to summarize paragraph 4, 5, and 6. Hi, Rena. And we want to find out what are they. Okay, for example, if we are talking about summarize a summary of advantages and disadvantages of technology. So your emotion and passion is to start to motion, right? You start to dig out the points from advantages and disadvantages. Then where's your notion comes in? Your notion comes in that, oh, Uncle Raymond taught me a different skills of summaries techniques, like the ASSDRC or AZAR or Rapids, or maybe my teachers, or different types of techniques to teach me, okay, to use it. Okay. So what is this notions about this summary? You make sure you got 8 points, right? You make sure you must 80 words, right? And you make sure your grammar, your SVG, spelling, vocab, and grammar is at tip top. We're going to show you the 12 tenses. Jiraiya is in there. So once you're done, okay, you got your result. A result means your 80 words, right? You know it. Once you got your result, 80 words, you achieve. Wow, I passed my summary writing skill. I'm just talking about the parts only. It can be the editing, it can be your physics, chemistry, bio, it can be your A math, E math, it can be your social study, it can be your Chinese, it can be anything in life. Because everything runs through emotions. Right? I have no time to show you this. Maybe next week. Rolling, remember I showed you once Mother's Day poem by this boy. Remember, they say he wrote the poem to the mommy, right? The mommy passed away, right? Now, is it emotion writing side? Correct. Now, then he asked me, dear Uncle Raymond, will my mommy be able to read my poem in heaven? Right? Right. Seriously. And he's a very special needs person. So what motivates him, the emotions, is because he always tell me that, say, I always enjoy people to celebrate Mother's Day, but I don't have one. But this is the opportunity that I'm going to write this Mother's Day's card. Sorry, I don't want to talk about this. Sorry. I skip this topic. Sorry. Okay, guys. This is very fun. Okay. To test you, or to test me, okay. I only got 2, 4, 6, 7. 7%, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, Rena. So relax, Rena. So the 7 of you, Rena, if you can, you turn on the camera. If not, it's okay. So who want to go first? Guys. I want you to choose inside here. To test Uncle Raymond. 旗帜 and everyone can see, 可以看到吗? Hey, Jiraiya, I print out this one for you, no? You are? Rena also have, right? Okay, so let's see. So Jiraiya, just sit back, relax, and see. Hazel, you want to start first?
What do I do?
Inside. Choose one.
Like the big one.
No. The surprise, bad, fearful, angry. This one.
Surprised.
Surprise, Okay, so surprise is this purple color, huh? Okay, so can I use it in situation writing? Ready? Dear Hazel, my cousin, I'm so surprised that you're coming to Singapore to visit me. Wow, I'm so excited to show you the places of interest since you have not been in Singapore for donkey years. I'm so eager and energetic to show you different places. The 3 places that I'm going to show you will be my master bedroom toilet, kitchen toilet. Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to kill me. Of course not. The 3 places of interest I'm going to show you is Garden by the Bay, the night safari, and nothing else but your favorite Orchard Roads, the shopping bells. Get it? 可以用吗？可以用哦 Surprise, Okay, 好。So to test you So may I have the next person rolling? So you cannot use surprise already,
Use angry.
Angry, Dear teacher, I'm very angry of my friends who has cyberbullying me for the past few weeks. I feel very humiliated and mad about how they call me name hairless monster. I know I got no hair, but eradicate in front of my friends and disrespect. Please take action to this bully. I hope to hear from your favorable reply soon, dear teacher. If not, I'm going to be very annoyed and I'm going to be very skeptical about your teachings and I'm going to be feeling very mad and aggressive about you. Do I make myself very clear to you, teacher Rory? Because I feel very frustrated. Of course not, lah. That's the last part. Okay, we are using this for situation writing, all right? Back to you, Antina.
Happy.
Beg pardon? Sorry?
Happy.
Happy, yeah, happy kan sampai yang, right? Okay, so now Antenna is my mommy. Dear mommy, I'm happy to tell you that I'm writing this email to tell you that I'm happy that I just graduated from my University of Oxford. Okay, I've been accepted to further study for my master's degree. Wouldn't you feel very proud of me? Anyway, I'm going to be having a lot of fun and we're going to have a lot of things happening soon. And I'm very confident that I will be very successful in my next chapter of my life. Aren't you happy with my result and my achievement, mommy? Get it out. So an email writing to a mommy in a very informal way. Emails or a letter writing to a cousin, Hazel. A letter or email writing to a teacher, which is formal letter. Right, back to you, Zhonghen.
Fearful.
Fearful, okay. Dear town council, I'm very fearful recently. My neighbors are feeding the pigeons. As you know, pigeons, the poo-poo is very poisonous, right? And I feel very threatened by this poo-poo because I will feel that it will hurt the welfare and the health. I feel very helpless and I'm frightened that with the overwhelm of this pigeon poo-poo, it will affect the surrounding environments. Would you kindly take immediate actions? Thank you. I'm very anxious to know the result. 可以吗? Thank you. So a letter or email to a town council about people feeding pigeons in the neighborhood. 子琪, 金智, sorry, 子琪. So surprise 拿了, helpful, happy 拿了, angry 拿了, fearful 拿了, 剩下 bad, sad and disgust. Disgusted.
Disgusted.
Okay. Let me see. That day I got an example, disgusted. Okay, I'm writing an email to, okay, a resident writing an email. Okay, you can be a report like if you want to, okay, email to, a resident writing an email to you, you are the principal, right? Dear Principal Qingzi, I feel very disgusted about your students who are loitering around the HDB void deck. Okay, and they are not only I'm feeling disgusted, but I'm very disappointed the way they behave under the void deck. The girl and the boys were doing certain things that I don't think is very good. It really embarrassed me when I bring my little kids and they ask me, Mommy, what are they doing? Holding hand and kissing each other. You know what I mean? And they're also smoking, right? So I feel very horrified with this kind of scenes. And especially where we have young children around the neighborhoods. Not only I feel disgusted, but I feel awful about the whole situation. Disapproving their behavior. Dear Principal Qingzi, I hope you can take immediate actions on these students after school. Okay? Xingyan, you only left sad and bad.
Sad.
Wow, sad. Okay. Recently, I just heard a story. A letter to someone that I'm writing this forums as a very sad letter to heard that one of the helper, the Burmese helper, she committed suicides, and she felt hurt and despair and depressed when they heard that her whole entire family were killed in the earthquake. This is a true story. And she committed suicide. Hearing upon the whole entire family was killed in the earthquake recently, right, last month, she feel very hopeless, meaningless. This life is empty. You feel that it's very ashamed to live alone. And she feel very powerless. She feel very disappointed. And you feel that very unfair that the world has abandoned her. She decided to take her own life and she commits suicide. You know how she died? She jumped down from the 7 or 8 story from HDB, and guess what? I heard the whole entire arm flew the separate way. And I heard, I'm not sure, is it true, the head was being dislocated. Oh my God. It's such a sad scene. So I was talking, right, 心远 I think Antenna 你去过那个 Glassroot 对吗？那边有一个Burmese guy 对吗？在 help 那个 yeah. He's the one was telling me yesterday I went to the Glassroot Common Folk Glassroot Cup. So he's telling me, Raymond, I'm very sad. And he's from Burma, Myanmar. I say, oh my God, why? He said, at least if the whole family is not dead, at least got one survivor or one seriously injured. That means she has some hope in life. She will not be fearful and angry about it. No, she feels bad to be alive. Then what is the purpose I work in Singapore and my whole entire family died? Last one, I think Zhonghan, you choose bad, right? That's only one you can choose, Zhonghan. Okay, now bad. You can write a letter, a quick one. You can write a letter to say that recently there are people throwing rubbish. You know, there's downstairs, your downstairs HDB flat or your condo or even your landed property. As long as you stay in Singapore, they got these different types of dustbin to throw different things, right? But it's so bad that people do not know how to segregate, how to separate their entire place of throwing their things. So it's so bad, and I feel that very stressful. Every time I want to throw things, I see the place is all full of rubbish. Okay, and I feel that it's no indifference that we have separate different bins, but everything's thrown into one big bins. So it is really out of control that the town council is not doing justice to teach the resident how to be eco-friendly and sustainability. And seriously, I think Singaporeans, sorry, or maybe Singaporean and foreigners who stay in Singapore, please get it straight up. Know where to throw your rubbish. Wow, my downstairs, I think some of you came to my house, Joraya and Reina, you know what I mean. You came to my house sometime in my downstairs, the rubbish, while the all bloody things all throw out there. I really pity my town council, this the person who clean, the cleaner who clean the place. And those people, the Alba, the garbage collector who come and throw the things out. Sometimes it's very pokey. And got one time they got this renovation, all the rusty nails poking out on all the plant wood, these woods. I even go there and tell them, hey, sir, be careful, very sharp. Because once they come, they just come down and just quickly use and throw it in. And imagine this rusty thing and cut their nails, cut their skin. Well, it's very bad and serious. Guys, I hope you can take this picture later on and send to the lesson plan. If you want, you can take this, but you can use this in the Google to type this. Yes, I really sometimes. Okay, you can take this. So I already proven that this chart itself is very useful. One shot at one glance, you learn more than 50 to hundreds of vocab words and adjective and use it. It's already proven. So do not tell me, Uncle Raymond, I don't know how to write a complaint letter, a compliment letter, okay, a praising letter or a report letter, no, a report, a proposal. Everything is here. Okay, so take note. Yeah, that's all. Okay, let's talk about the essay now. It's an IP essay. Okay, let me start with the first paragraph using AIMS. What is AIMS? A stands for the atmosphere, I stand for the interesting sentence or interesting things, and M stand for the motivations phrase, and S stand for the suspensions that lead to the next paragraph. I agree with these statements to a large extent. While you're creating an atmosphere already, please do not put certain extent or small extent. Don't, for goodness sake, don't do that. Please don't. If you're not sure, then don't use that word. I agree with this statement wholeheartedly. I agree with these statements truly. To a large extent that, okay, there's an atmosphere. In the times of rapid advancement in science and technology, the problem these advancements attempt to solve are ironically the ones that create. Well, very motivating statements, phrase. I agree. Science and technology is very good. Hey, but sorry, ironically, opposite, they sometimes give us more problem than what they are supposed to help me. So let's see, we see this in the new problem surfacing today. This sentence not only very interesting, but it creates the suspensions. So 晴子，你要知道吗？你要知道那个来龙去脉，当然要知道，对吗？好不好？我们来看 second paragraph. Jiraiya, read please.
Firstly, science and technology aim to solve the problem of slow development, yet slow development is brought about by them. Many cities in various countries around the world want to maximize the new high technology available to help their country to develop. Yet it is the result of such technology that hampers this. For example, India aims to create smart cities where science and technology through automation and computer technology is used to make lifestyle more convenient and advanced. However, this actually hampers the country's development, with more resources diverted to achieve smart cities. The impoverished are overlooked and their basic needs are not taken care of. Thus, while the affluent may have a more advanced way of living, the poor gets poorer, widening the rich-poor divide. This slows down India's development. Therefore, while science and technology may aim to increase a country's development, they set resources from the impoverished and widen the rich-poor divide. In the end, it creates the very problem it aims to solve, slow development.
Yeah, lor. I thought technology is supposed to help to improve the lifestyle. 鸡蛋糕，这样不对嘞。像那个有钱人就是用 technology 变得更有钱。hello，sorry， 那些贫穷人，sorry 咯，你们贫穷人读书少 ，uneducated 没有用啊，算了，就自甘堕落，可以慢慢的死掉哈。这成何体统？那你讲什么废话？什么 smart city？And true I can tell you this is a very true story During COVID one of my students from India I was in Singapore and they told me, Uncle Raymond, I thank God I'm in Singapore. I say, why? My cousin in India don't even have a chance to do online study. I said, why? Because they don't have computer. Are you sure? They do have only for the rich. Then they don't have Wi-Fi. Why? Because they are staying in the village. He said, huh? You serious? Yeah, only the rich. And true enough, I have Indian friends who are doing IT here, and the rich will really spend money. And knowing that Singapore's education is so good, they are willing to spend money to ask trainer here in Singapore to train their children in India. When his grandfather died in India, the ambulance took 1 week to bring back to take the body out of the village because the mummy did not pay for the ambulance fee. What the WTF? Just because they are from village. Hazel, welcome to India. India is full of hopes and it's full of wonder. I wonder how, I wonder why. Sorry, I sound very sarcastic. Yes, I am very sarcastic. India has such a 5,000 history, same as China, and yet, you see, so bad. And true enough, in Singapore, in Changi, you ask most of the Indians, a lot of expert Indians, technology, scientists, IT experts are all here in Singapore. Why can't they help their own country people? Very sad. Hi, Rina. Your light behind is damn freaking bright. I cannot take it. Thank you, sir. Either you switch off the lights and change it. Thank you, my dear. All right. Secondly, may I have
At home, fine.
It's okay, it's okay. Just change. All right, no problem, Reina. Don't worry. Second paragraph, may I have antenna, please?
Secondly, the science and technology aims to improve problem of vulnerable security, but that is the very problem they create. While advancements in computer technology may have allowed people to tighten security, this has also led to more security barriers being.
Ah, I thought supposed to help me leh. Worse ah. 来，读。为什么啊？
Due to people harassing the very same technology to breach the system. For example, with new technological advancements in computers, many governments are able to create very strong firewalls to safeguard their classified information from hackers. However, with such new advancements, hackers can use the new technology to crack into systems and steal information. We see this in Singapore when the hackers manage to crack into Singapore's armed forces database and steal personal information about the recruits. Therefore, while science and technology aims to solve the problem of a vulnerable security system, this is also the problem they create, a security system vulnerable to those that can harness the technology and breach the system.
Just only this afternoon, one of my Malay kakak, okay, my Malay big sister called me, Raymond, you police, right? I say, yeah, what is it about? You know, just now I went to draw money, okay, and someone don't know how come they know that I draw money, and then this Indian guy called me that my bank account has been hacked, my money is taken out, and he wants my bank card number. Say, do you give out? No, of course not lah. Then do you put scam shield or not? Oh yeah, the scam shield, I think I have. Then how come the scam shield never take and filter out this is a scam call? Say, I don't know lah. Okay, so there's a possibility, yeah. Scam shield is from Singapore Police Force. You must download this software. Seriously, it helps you to filter out the scam call and scam messages. So that means this number is pretty new that they are able to penetrate through the firewalls, thinking that this is not a scam call. And thank God she called me and said, Kakak, that is called in Malaysia is大姐啊. Kakak, I think you better go to a police station now and log a report. And yeah. So she was panicked. She called me up. And I was in the school helping my sons in the school to do some flower stuff for Mother's Day. So guys, you see, even Singapore Armed Forces, or even in the bank, I was hacked before through my account using deduct about $1 something. And then I called DBS, and DBS, that guy in the cybersecurity department, also tell me that I also got hacked before. He said, what the hell? So you see, so it doesn't mean technology is good. It's only good that you know how to handle them. Don't let technology to lead you. Thank you. May I have Hazel, please?
Thirdly, science and technology aim to solve the healthcare problems, but have created such problems. With biomedical advancements, healthcare has improved, but its abuse can cause the very problems of suffering and diseases. For example, synthetic biology has allowed people to cultivate bacteria with medicine-producing genes, like artemisinin, artemisinin. Oh, I'm so good.
Your Dr. Hazel, you must
Yeah.
Never
That
mind,
was a
just ignore.
flawless pronunciation.
It's
Everyone,
okay, my dear.
flawless pronunciation.
I hate the science term, especially in doctors' medicines, and the name are damn freaking long.
To
And I
cure
can't do.
diseases such as malaria. However, this technology has also led to people abusing the system to perpetuate more suffering and illness. During the Japanese occupation of China, the Japanese used synthetic biology to infect fungi with viruses and introduce them into Chinese villages. As a result, many people fell ill and died. Hence, while science and technology aim to solve the very problems of illness, it can be abused to harm people with such problems.
Sorry to interrupt you. Very sorry, Hazel. This person, I was so very frustrated, not because for this person. This person talked about India, 5,000 years of history. Then second paragraph talk about Singapore, okay, local. And now talk about China, 5,000 years of history. And the worst thing that really hit me is the Japanese occupations. The 4736 in China, that Japanese time, they really use this biological warfare to destroy Chinese people in a very slow and torturous and tormenting death. 就是他们呢很喜欢神经病变态了，就是慢慢看我们中国人华人死的慢慢死，不是马上死。你丢一粒炸弹就是全部死到完了，这个是丢一粒炸弹，那个 bacteria 慢慢吃掉你的 skin 呢。It's the same thing like the German who killed the Jews, gassing the Jews. You see, they are using science and technology to do mass killing, genocide, atrocity, man. So science can use this in a way. When the person discover all this, they are supposed to help people to save the environments. But end out, you see the Japanese, they are using this to really torture the Chinese. Will the Japanese continue to torture Chinese? I think, in my opinions, they will still want to. From the thousands of years history until now, I think the Japanese will always still want to think how to invade China. 慢慢来。除非你们那一代啊，这么烂啊 ，possible。哎 ，very sad。若琳，你读了吗？没有啊 ，OK， 来啊，the next 2 pages 有读哦，我对你很好哦。是吗 ？Page 14要完了，不是 next page 不是 page 15吗？哎呀，我没有错嘛。Carry on。
However, science and technology have aimed to solve problems but did not create them. These problems were instead mitigated. When used in proper manner, science and technology allow people to creatively solve complex problems. For example, advancements in physics have allowed people to build solar bottle bulbs, which are non-electrical light bulbs that allow solar energy to enter the house. This is used in poor villages such as in the Philippines, where people cannot afford electric light bulbs to provide sufficient light during the daytime in their dark houses. Therefore, science and technology aims to solve the problems of lack of resources.
So who say science and technology can use chemistry and geography or geology to solve problem? Here we are, Philippines. Here we are in China, Japan, and health. Here we are talking about India. So there is the whole entire passage here is 3 against and 1 for. 3 giving problem and 1 for. Conclusion, 中恒.
In conclusion, science and technology aim to solve the problems they create as well, allowing one problem to be solved. People have a chance to abuse or mismanage the advancement, resulting in similar problems. We see this in security and healthcare. However, if utilized well, science and technology can and have solved the problems they aim to solve. Thus, science and technology must be maximized properly to benefit all.
I like the last sentence using the very powerful magic words, the thus, hence, and therefore. Science and technology. So please use this in your conclusions for argumentative AED. It is so powerful that science and technology must be, the keyword is must be, 一定要用到最好的一方面，要支持到一定要用 the best benefits. The maximize, there's no compromise, it's maximize, no compromise. Okay, to use the best of the benefits. So this is just the this is just the essay written, and the student have to do reflection there. Xingyan.
I learned that science and technology is a good and a bad thing, as it can solve problems and help people, but also, if used wrongly, it can be used to hurt many people in horrific ways. I hope people can use science and technology to benefit others.
Remember, 其实 just now 有那个字 horrific, right? 在那个 chat 那边，对吗？你看，but 我跟你讲各位大哥大姐，我现在卖东西嘞，那个 TikTok 那个想忘介绍各位大哥大姐，我不喜欢他用 good and bad things 他是一个 IP student not criticizing 我觉得应该 change to I learned that the science is a double-edged sword. I learned that science and technology is a double-edged sword, or you can say I learned that science and technology having both the good, the advantages and disadvantages, has its pros and cons, rather than good and bad. Nothing wrong with this sentence, but I feel that the whole entire essay was so powerful, was so beautiful, and you just only say good and bad，叫有好有坏咯，对没有错，你可以用其他的字语来表达吗？So you see this reflection, even after writing, hey guys, those of you who want to go, I say those, in fact, if all of you want to go to A level, good luck to you. This is just a reflection for only O-level IP students. In A levels, it's not like that. In university, your reflection is 200 to maybe 500 words. For an essay of 5,000 words or 2,000 words, you have to summarize your summary, student reflection and synopsis or summary with 200 words. If you're not mistaken, my generation, when I was doing my degree, 2,000 words is about 200 words. I think 10% of it. 5,000 is about 250 to 300 words. Not more than 500. A summary will not go to 500 words. Even I wrote for 10,000 words, my thesis is less than 300 words. 那个重点，所以你看各位大哥大姐 leaders， 他们中三中四就已经开始写这样了。你们在学校只是我写完 essay 了，还 complain 他们写完了还要写 reflections 所以你有些去到JC must write this 而且你 of course they'll give you a bit longer time because your GP general paper is 800 words. Okay, and then depends on which JC you go. Some will do the reflection, some will do other things. Okay, to make sure that you understand this essay and to make sure that this essay was done by you and you understand the essay and they are actually preparing you for university. A level is to go university 嘛，对吗，中恒？对吧？所以就是现在开始 prepare， 不要跟我讲你去到大学professor my teacher in JC never teach you, say sorry then you go back to JC no, they'll tell you, then you go back to JC don't come to university This is a hardcore fact. If your parents study university or even A level, please consult them. Uncle Raymond 是不是讲废话 Daddy Mommy 是真的吗？我跟你讲，不管你是在中国大学、马来西亚大学、新加坡大学、美国、英国大学，全部的世界大学都会有做这样的，是这样的，因为在准备你们 real life example. When you are writing a proposal, like say you work in a bank, in a hotel, proposing like say Olympic coming to your hotel. Why this country Olympics, the athletes must stay in your hotel. And then you have to write a proposal. And after proposal, you have to reflect and summarize to the top management, the board of directors. Why do you think this proposal will entice, entertain, and enthuse them to join, to come and stay in our 5-star hotel? When there are so many 5-star hotels in Singapore, that is where your reflections and your summary have to convince, connect, and show your confidence that your proposal is the best of the best. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to do this, just a quick one. On this one, section A, B, and C is paper 2. So we know section A is a visual graphic text and using Prata. So a few days ago, my son took back his paper doing visual graphic text. Say, hey, son, what do you think about the Prata using your visual graphic text? He said, I still can't really get used to it. I think okay lah. So please, not everyone will enjoy my formula. Not everyone will like my editing cut every 3 words. Not everyone will think that Peter is useful for the 2-person talking. As far as concerned, I don't care. I will give all my formulas to you. Whether you like it or not, you can use it or not, it's up to you. We need more practice. Remember, emotion or motion, notion to actions, right? So there you are. This is a summary. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about Azar next round. I think Rena, you like Azar, right? As well as Jiraiya. Some like the ASSDRC. Ready? You guys going to do now a summary of this one. It's an IP paper, and it's called Why It's Urgent to Regulate Revolutions. And what is the title here? Okay, here, I cannot go out some more idea. Wait, cannot. Cannot see the answer. Why so stupid, huh? I can feel like that. Damn stupid. Okay, so summarize in 80 words, how can we regulate artificial intelligence? 80 words using your Zoom chat now. Thank you. Please read yourself. 旗帜, the hints to all of you, 各位大哥大姐, the first sentence of each paragraph is super duper important. That's all I can tell you. You may only have 5 minutes to do this summary in 80 words. Please start now. Send your answer through Zoom chat. Thank you. I'm going to take some water, please. Well done. 80 words. We still got another test, exam. Remember, you are doing an IP summary, okay? Confirm ah? Yeah, okay. Now, is it can do not? Can ah? Since this is the first time you do an IP paper, summary okay, this is to give you a simple taste of what will you see, what you will see in A level. Oh my God. Wow, thank you, Hazel. I'm reading your answer now, guys. Please send to the group chat. Don't send to me. Send to the group chat, please. Don't send to me. And please count the number of words. Please be honest. Very interesting answer, Hazel. Please don't send to me. I already tell you already. Please send to the group chat. Let people read your summary also. Don't send to me. Can you resend, guys? Thank you so much. I love you. Sian, Sian, do you use your own words or AI?
My own words.
I love you, baby. Thank you. Well, ooh, cool. That is so cool. 其次啊，如果是在 O level 71个字，你已经 fail 了哦。记住啊，你要75到81个字。所以你带，如果你有时间在 O level exam，你带 you better to squeeze out another 5-6 word. Because the 5-6 word may give you, not may, will give you, if the points are correct, will give you marks. So everything, you when we plan for 80 words, we definitely have sufficient answer to give you. So if your lesson means you do not understand the passage reading. And who haven't give? Rolling 还没有给 Antenna 还没有给 Jiraya 还没有给 Rina 还没有给。我现在要9点半了，谢谢大家。Okay, guys, when you're waiting for your friends, can you start to think of the reflections what you have learned about science and technology, about whether emotions with motions will give you the notions with actions. Think about that phrase. Emotion with motions will give you notions to actions. Do you think this in line with the Marshall theory of the 5 basic needs? Do you think with this, can you help you to make those subjects that are not very strong? Can they come out to be as strong as the rest of the subjects? Because your aim is to make sure all subjects will score pretty good, not only flying colors, but will help you to land a better JC or Polytechnic or the courses that you want. Wow, Hazel 80 word, exactly, thank you. Please only repeat, there are tons of controversy, and then they put there are tons of controversy again. Repeat.
Oh, my bad. I think like
If you minus
yeah.
the 4 words, it's still okay.
No. If you minus the 5
Um,
words, it will be 80.
Okay, thank you. So Hazel, what do you think about the emotion with emotions, notion to action?
I think it's great. Yeah.
It always
Wait. I think it's great because I like the wordplay in the 4 words.
thank you. You
Yeah.
realize this sometimes when we are very emotional in certain things, think about why you create that kind of motion. So the motion can be negative and positive. And we do things because all these emotions create that kind of passions in the evil way, or in a very spiritual way, or in a very positive way, or in a very humane way or humble way, so that you get this notion, which the ideas, if you're evil way, of course, you want to kill people, destroy people, right, and harm people. But in a very humane ways, that means you want to help people and you want to do philanthropy and do good things, right? So that is where you carry out your actions. So if you imagine you hate the subject in an evil way, that means no matter how it is, you get no notion and you got no ideas, you want to do the best of it, you will just give up. But once you have a good motions, the emotion is there, the passion is there, the positive way, your notion, your ideas will all come in, right, or flood to you, right? Oh, you change a few words, Antenna. Wow, it really takes the effort to do it. Oh, Jiraiya. Interesting answer. Rolling, are you ready? And Reina, if you don't feel like doing it's okay, just say pass. Okay, just say pass. Because if not, we all of us will have to wait for you and Rolling. Now still doing Okay, not too long because we got another exam. No, never mind. Whatever you do, Reina, whatever you have typed, just send in the answer. Even you cannot complete, it's okay. If you're doing already halfway, just do. It's okay, no need to hold back. Don't feel bad about it. If you are doing already, you just send in the answer, okay? Wow, wait and see approach. Here's my answer. Reina, since you are not doing, can you read to the class, please? Reina, are you able to read? If not, okay, go.
There needs to be a rules and regulation to have a code of conduct for social ethics behavior using AI. Most countries will procrastinate and see how AI will work. Unfortunately, this approach is not favorable due to privacy and protecting users. We need to ramp up security to prevent a cybercrime and breaches. Those companies refuse to impose law and regulations will dampen the mood for the creativity and give foreign competitors advantage. Although regulation can restrict innovation, it can level up simulation. Regulation on AI will spur innovation and improve technology in a paradigm shift.
In a paradigm shift. So mine is 99 words. I will say all of you, you have just passed your IP summary. At least most of you get 10 to 11 marks. Right, 10 to 11 marks. Well done, guys. Well done. Very good. Very proud of you. Say, Reina, don't worry now. Okay, so at least you know roughly that's where it comes. You can realize, see, in fact, some of your answer, like Luo Ling, Jiraiya, in fact, all of your answers are very unique. Okay, I know you are there. This month, I'm going to do a lot of IP summary practices. Okay, so we got 3 more to go. Right, I want to take too much of your time. This is a comprehension passage. Okay, that I'm going to send to you all. Okay, and we're going to read this. And this comprehension passage is a must to do. If you don't want to do, fine. If I'm okay with it. And then the summary. Then we're going to talk about this. Okay, the answer is here. And we're supposed to do this one here. And then where else? No more. Okay, guys. Can we do the last one here? This one very fast, please. I think in 2 minutes. This will help you, Arena, and all of you listening, will help you in your editing. Okay, so look at this one. Adjective ending with ed and ing. Let's go, man, children and leaders. Let's go. You don't need to type the whole sentence. If your answer is number 1, frightened, you put frightened. If it's frightening, you put frightening. All the best to your prelim, Raina. No worry. Bye-bye. Good night. See you. May my birthday tomorrow bring you good result. And may my birthday tomorrow bring all of you, my birthday wish to all of you, pass your GCO level with flying colors and go to your dream JC and poly. Bye, Raina.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron.
Take
Bye
care, bro. I love you. See you. Bye-bye.
bye.
Take care. So instead of every time, we do the editing that 10 marks. Uncle Raymond will use different types of editings for you. Get the feel about it, okay? Oh, Hazel, you're damn fast. Make sure you got 15 upon 15. Okay, good. You see, you're doing with emotion, notion with actions. So you're very passionate. Oh, this one I know. Hey, I know this one. 中恩加油，中恩。心远 also, and then 呢，其次。哦，you are good man，其次你叫我买马票是吗？还是买多多
Wait, I type out, I type out now, I type out now.
No, don't waste time already. It's okay. As long as you know which one 啊。OK，你自己知道就好了，不用紧。This is not school lah, I must say. As long as you know where to do, the thing is that I want to give as many different type of practices to as an exposure to different ways of doing things. Thank you, Adina. Tahan tahan for a while 啊，tahan 你们来再忍多一下啊。Thank you, Jiraiya. Wow, it's so hot these few days. Damn it, man. I need to go and bathe. Wow, 30 degrees. Freak, man. So who haven't give up? Xingyuan and Zhonghen 还没有哦。若琳啊，等一下你帮我读那个 answer 出来哦，可以吗？可以啊。Okay, let's go, man. Let's go. Let's go.
Halloween was probably the most frightening film I've ever seen.
Okay.
I always get so embarrassed when my dad starts speaking English.
What's wrong? You should be proud of your dad speaking English. What? Why so embarrassed? You got the courage, no?
I think he saw like very like
我
not
就是不喜欢有些学生就哎呀不要讲话，哎呀不要 daddy 的出丑啊，真 embarrass。Hello，不可以这样，不是讲你啊，我是在讲。
I
Okay, number three. Number three.
I'm surprised to see how well he gets along with his
Oh,
stepfather.
that's a good bonding.
The lesson was so boring that I fell asleep.
Really, man? My lesson so boring, man. Then you sleep.
Yeah, I'll sleep.
Thank you.
As the big day came closer, my sister became increasingly nervous.
Because she's getting married. Number
Oh.
6.
You've been walking for 5 hours. You must feel exhausted.
Oh man, better rest, man, bro.
I was frightened when I saw him in that outfit for the first time.
Why? He's wearing bikini? Okay, let's go.
I did not like the film. The plot was rather simple and uninteresting.
Sounds like the Snow White in the movie, yeah?
It's surprising to see how many people didn't care to vote in the last election.
Even this election also the same. People go overseas. Don't even bother. Hi, so disappointing. Number 10.
You look a bit confused. Don't you know what you're supposed to do?
Yeah, I'm new to this place. Sorry.
I saw that my boss was very annoyed with how I behaved.
Yeah, you're sleeping just now.
They were all very impressed by the performance of the actors.
Of course, he's one of the famous actors who won a lot of awards.
The school trip was very exciting. I learned a lot of things that I hadn't known before.
Wow, that's good for you. You can write a journal to that.
It was thrilling to have met such a great movie star.
Oh, are you talking about Lady Gaga? Next one.
We were worried when we found out that his sister was on a plane that went missing.
Oh my God. Remind me of Malaysia Airline. MH317. I hope it's not. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Now, this is the one, Jiraiya. Okay, Qingzi, is this the first time you one-shot see 12 tensors? Antenna? Do you know how to use them? Quick one, Zhonghan, Xingyuan, Hazel. Oh, by the way, Qingzi and Antenna, since you are new, the rest are with me for a few years. Qingzi and Antenna, they are not 12 tensors, they are total 16 tensors. Correct now, Jiraiya? Yeah, you got it. So Qingzi and this one, Antenna, this one is super important. Like present simple, present continuous, present perfect, have been. Present perfect continuous. When you see the word continuous, means you have to put ing, right? Past simple, no need to say past simple is the easier. Past continuous means I was, we were, playing, that kind of things. Past perfect is had. The word is perfect means the action has been totally completed. And past perfect continuous, I have been watching. Future simple, future continuous, future perfect. He will have finished his homework if it's not because of Luoling, who's so dilly-dally. Therefore, they cannot go out. Future perfect, okay, done already. Future perfect continuous. We will have been starting our camp if it's not because of Luoling, dilly-dally. Okay, don't get angry lah. Example. So guys, please take note of this one. It's super important, and 12 tensors. In fact, the next 16 tensors, the number 13, 14, 15, 16 are even harder. Okay, I will spend more time to talk about this next lesson. Now, here are the 5 essay questions taken from IP. Technology make us more alone. Discuss. Science is a double-edged sword that protects as well as harms humankind. What are your views? Science and technologies aim to solve the very problem they create. How far do you agree? Technology is the answer to all environmental concerns. Discuss. Do you agree that technology negatively impacts family life? Okay, we have no time to do the reflections, but it's good to think about the motions, notion to actions. Okay, hope that will give you some inspirations and motivations and aspirations to be more successful in your coming few months to prepare for your GCO level exam. And of course, the summary that we have done today, you should be proud of yourself, because not many people do an IP summary writing. Right, thank you. I don't want to take too much of your time.